Good morning, guys. It's a chilly day today. We're gonna bust out the hot hands. I'm out here I'm at the Wrigley's Marina today. It's super cold, which I don't really mind. Let's see here. You just kind of have to have the gear for it. I'm wearing the Reaper. I'm going blind. I'm about to put the sunglasses on. This thing keeps you warm, keeps you dry, protects you from the wind. And yeah, actually the sun's out. It feels pretty good in the sun, so it's not that bad. But we're gonna try to get some big trout. Let's see what we can do today. Alright, so getting back to what I was saying, sorry about that. The cold weather slows your brain down and you kind of forget what you're doing, where you're at. But if you have the right gear, you can stay nice and warm and dry, which is key. Always bring a dry bag with you. I should have brought my little thing for the wind for you guys. I have a little phone, but anyway, I forgot that. But always bring a dry bag with extra clothes, a little towel, emergency poncho, you know, survival stuff in the wintertime. Stuff happens, man. So stay safe out here if you try to do this in the cold. Today I think I have everything. I got my net, got my fish finder. I'm fishing some deeper water today, so I want to try to adjust that and figure out how to use it in the deeper water. I have problems with that when I go to Florida and fish the reefs and stuff. But yeah, so it's like 40 degrees today. I think it's like the 21st or something like that. It's the Sunday before Christmas, if that helps. And yeah, we're gonna try to catch some cold weather big trout. And you'd be remiss if you didn't watch other people's YouTube channels and you didn't follow their instructions. It's just smart, you know, learn from others. And you don't necessarily want to creep up on their spots, but there are community holes, and today I'm fishing one of those simply because the fish should be here. Let's see here, big set. And I'm seeing all kinds of bait. I could probably catch fish right here. They're definitely on the bottom, so my fish finder's working. That's good. Dang. I might try right here. Alright, well, I'm trying a new camera angle. Camera 1, camera 2. I'm going to try a drop shot today. Again, the cold is affecting my speech, my mental capacity, so bear with me. But I love the cold. You're not sweating. You can actually throw on some clothes and feel comfortable, which I don't mind. So yeah, let's get some fish. Enough talking. I'm also going to try something a little different. Normally I use Pro Cure, but try some Spray Gold. Again, watching other YouTube channels and other anglers that I look up to and that I learn from. Devin Denman uses this. I don't know if this is this flavor. I hope that's saltwater shrimp and not freshwater shrimp, but you know, whatever. It's scent. It's just easier to use than the gel. You just spray it on. And the spray bottle doesn't leak everywhere, so that's pretty cool. So we'll give that a try today. I'm going to turn on my radio so I can hear the Coast Guard and anyone else that might be on a channel that I'm on, just in case someone needs help, because that does happen from time to time. Keep a radio on. So let's get to fishing for real. You didn't get to see that whole thing. I'm sure there's going to be boats right up on top of me now. I'm going to shut it up so they don't fish on top of me. Down south cockroach with chartreuse. That's what I'm using today. I'm gonna let this boat swing on by me because the community has come out to the community hole, and I'm in a kayak. If you've seen some other people's videos lately, some boaters just don't know. Stay away. So now I gotta keep this fish in the net and wait for this boat to pass. And they got another dude right behind me, so. I'm gonna put this dude on a fish grip so I don't lose it, because he's gonna be dinner. Boom. Speckled trout number 1, guys. That's awesome. That's definitely a keeper. Definitely a keeper. Oh yeah. 15-inch speckled trout all day. All day, guys. All day. We gotta get a couple pictures for the magazine. Get that Marsh and Bayou in there. That's epic. There are a lot more down there too. So we're gonna be quiet. Take our time. And just let the cameras roll. I think I'm going to put this camera back on my head. Oh man, the guys in the boats are coming by. They saw my fish. That's about right. Now you can really see the there's another boat. The boat parade, guys. There's a duck hunter. They're pretty cool. There's about 4 duck hunters that came out this morning. They didn't do too good today. It wasn't really windy enough. I heard yesterday they destroyed the ducks. I'm glad I brought my fish finder today. I would have probably passed this spot up. So, something cool that might be in the future here. I love to duck hunt. I go like once a year. So I might try to do a duck hunting video with a buddy of mine this year if it works out. That's what I was supposed to be doing today. But the north wind blew all the water out in all of his ponds. So the duck hunt was not happening today. Let me know what you guys think about possibly seeing a duck hunt. I mean, I love duck hunting. It's probably... I haven't really done a lot of hunting outside of that. I sat in a deer stand and saw everything but a deer that I could shoot. And that was kind of a one and done for me. I don't really have the desire for it. I'd love to get a buck, don't get me wrong. I'd love to get a little trophy, put it on the wall. And I've learned how to, I kind of want to learn how to procure the meat, you know. I'm all about harvesting wildlife properly and using your resources. I think that's cool. It's a cool skill to know and have. And I would definitely like to up my game in that department. But I'm not really an avid hunter. I just love fishing, man. I love fishing. I like to hunt, don't get me wrong. There's a few things in this world that are more fun than sitting out in the marsh blasting some ducks out the air. I really hate to leave this spot because I have a feeling I'm going to catch my personal best speckled trout today. I say that every day. But if you don't think it, you don't say it, you don't put it out there, it might not ever happen. So I'm going to put it out there. Speak it into existence. It's hard to leave a spot when your fish finder is marking like a gajillion fish too. I'm sure the other spot I want to go check out is going to be the same. I know what it is. You gotta spray that on there. Like I said, I don't know if that's freshwater shrimp or saltwater shrimp flavor, but it's been working. This might be storytelling video. Storytelling time, guys. I know it's a spread audience. It's becoming a spread audience. Some of you guys like the short clips and just the straight fishing, no talking. I'm kind of split myself sometimes when I'm watching other people's videos. Sometimes I don't mind the talking because it kind of keeps you entertained. I probably look like a lunatic out here talking to the camera and no one else is on here with me. But yeah, like tips, you know, you get to hear stories about people's lives and whatever, you know, that's pretty cool. If you want to hear my life story, I'll be more than happy to tell you guys. Maybe comment on the video. If you don't want to hear my life story, I won't tell you either. That's fine with me. I will tell you though, I grew up with a fishing pole in my hand practically, so that much I'll tell you. I was a kid in the streets of Colorado, in the heart of Denver, fishing on the concrete. I used to tie a little fake fish at the end of my line, my Zebco 202. Shout out if you ever use a Zebco 202. And I was just casting the street. I was just that kid. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. And one of my neighbors saw me just throwing a fishing pole in the middle of the street in Denver. And I said, hey, you want to go fish? I'm like, yeah, I would love to go fishing. Took me fishing. My very first fish I ever caught was a catfish in a little pond somewhere in Denver. I was too young to remember, but I remember that fish very well. And that's how I started fishing. I'm 42 now, so it's been a long time. I mostly freshwater fished probably until I was, I don't know, 25 or so. I mean, I've been on a boat a couple times with some people. Went to Grand Isle when I was like, now let me tell you about this Grand Isle trip when I was 15. That's when I really got the taste of saltwater fishing. let's just say group of people I went fishing with, family kind of. So there's a lot of backstory to a lot of stuff. All of us have our stuff that we probably don't want to talk about. So anyway, I was 15, was able to take a trip down to Grand Isle. We were camping on the beach. That might have been Elmer's Island at the time, I'm not sure. It could have been just Grand Isle State Park, but you could drive your cars on the beach at that time. So that was a long time ago. You could actually set up a camper on the beach. You can't do that anymore. There's not really even much of a beach left. Grand Isle is still epic though. If you ever get a chance to fish Grand Isle, you should go fishing Grand Isle. When it's on, it's like the most insane fishing you've ever experienced in your life. So anyway, I was 15 and we were surf fishing, which I don't like surf fishing anymore. Well, wade fishing. I'll fish off the beach, but I'm not getting in the water out there. And I was catching 2 trout at a time every single cast using a sparkle beetle, the good old H&H sparkle beetle, double rig. You guys know the deal. And man, that was the most insane fishing day I've ever had in my life. I'll never forget that day. And that's when I got the saltwater bug. But between then and now, life happened. You know, you have kids, you work your butt off, you do the life thing. I still work my butt off, by the way, and I still have, you know, my kids are grown up, but yeah. So I get a little more fishing time now. But me and a buddy of mine from high school, we started fishing a pier in Mandeville, Sunset Point. Probably most of you that watch this video know where Sunset Point is. If you don't, it's in Mandeville, and I think they're planning on rebuilding it. But that's where I got the salt bug back. We were fishing on the pier. I'm getting bites, by the way. I'm just not connecting because I'm talking. I should shut up and just fish. But anyway, we were 20 something and we started catching black drum, like 25 to 30 pound black drum off the pier. We just never thought that was a thing you could do. That was pre-Katrina, literally like 2 years before Katrina. People were catching sharks off the pier, trout, black drum, redfish. It was the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. And then Katrina happened. Yep. Destroyed the pier, destroyed the fishing for about 2 years. And then I didn't fish for a little bit longer, you know, a good while after that. Again, I go out on a boat with a friend here and there. There are so many fish down there, it's insane. Oh my gosh. I probably need to shut up and fish. Full circle, I bought a kayak, started saltwater fishing in a paddle kayak, and then I bought a Hobie, and now I'm here. There's the very condensed story of my fishing life. And now I'm going to focus on catching fish, because this is insane what I'm seeing on this fish finder. If that's all fish, this should be every cast right now. Let's see, where am I? I'm kind of still in Missouri. I'm a little farther out than I. Jeez. Might have to throw the drop shot down there and see what try something different. The jig has been working. I love fishing with a jig, but I definitely wanted to try something different today, so I think today is definitely the day. It's cold, the fish are on the, I mean, I can't even say they're on the bottom. I mean, they're probably, let's see, 1, 2, 12, 2, 4, 6. From the bottom, 6 feet up. They're just stacked in there. Now that's probably all bait fish and mullet, but there's no way that there's a big speckled trout in there. Whew. Oh, there it is. Bunch of white trout out there today. You know what? I'm okay with that. That's dinner. Great. Another boat. Yeah. Well, that's a giant white trout. Giant white trout. I'll take that. Back on, guys. Back on. Back in the strike zone. I can't be loud 'cause there's a million boats around me. It's another keeper. Let's see. I think that's 3 speckled trout. Could be 4. I'll stop around 10. Oh, the tide has changed and it's pushing me away from the strike zone. So I gotta work today. Alright guys. So I'm moved around a little bit. I don't know if this is an actual tide line, but I pedaled into it and I'm marking a lot of fish. So anytime you see something weird in the water like that, it's definitely worth checking out. I'm gonna kind of jig this drop shot down and see if we can pull something up. So I kind of pedaled past the fish. I'm gonna let the wind blow me back over them. It's about 13 feet deep, and if the wind does what I think it's gonna do, it's gonna put me in about 10 feet of water. where all those fish were. See them starting to pop up? Let's see if I can pull something out of here with the drop shot. Might throw the jig in here. Just trying something a little different. You never know what's really going to set them off, you know? I definitely want to fish this area though. Alright, let's throw a jig. It's been working, and that's just too many fish down there. So there's my tide line, if you can see that. I'm gonna let it kind of go to the bottom because that's where I saw them. I'm gonna fish this ledge and see if we can pull some fish out of here. Tell you one thing, There are definitely some big alligator gar in here. If you ever wanted to catch some, oh man, that's a fish. He almost pulled the rod out of my hand. Oh man, little speckled trout. He's hooked in a not good spot. Gotta throw him back though. Okay. As I was saying, there are some really big alligator gar in here, and if that's something you like to do, there's no end on how much fish you can catch out here. Oh, I think that GoPro died. Yep, that little GoPro died. I'm going to turn this one off to save the battery, and I'll come back if I catch a giant fish. I made a move to the Undertaker cork. I found a redfish. He's not a keeper, but that's a good sign. Look at all the parasites on him, man. Shoo! Alright guys, I switched to trolling a little bit. I got a nice hit. Feels like a trout. He was down there. Oh, that's an okay trout. Ooh, stay in the boat. Okay. Trolling works. Let's see how big he is. Oh, little too small. He's right at the edge. That's pretty cool. I got bored, so I started trolling. Actually, I'm starting to mark a lot of fish. Might just fish here for a second. Kind of pick this area out. There's definitely fish down there. Yeah, trolling might be the key. There he is. It's all about trolling out here. Oh, did he get off? No, he's still on. He's coming at me. Keep it tight. Oh, it's a flounder. They're actually back in season, but he's a little, there's no size limit, I don't think. but that's cool. Oh, there you go. Quick release. He was a little small though. You can't really get too much meat off of those little guys. That was pretty cool. Okay, so trolling is definitely effective out here. Oh yeah. Come on, come on. Small guy, but it works. Let's just keep trolling, man. All right, guys, I'm back where I started this morning. I probably should have just stayed here. Oh, because that's another speckled trout for the box. He might make it. Ooh. Just under 13 inches. Come here, dude. Little small. There it is. It's a better fish. There we go. Can add one to the box. That's a definite keeper. Get a cool picture for the magazine. Dinner, baby. Sorry guys, didn't know I was drifting over here.
You ain't good backing in the shallows, are you?
Nah, man, not right now. Normally, like I'll follow that bank line and where that pocket is,
Right.
I'll fish like that ledge, you know. I caught a couple little rat reds over there, but this has been, I should have just stayed here all day. But
Out here yesterday.
oh yeah. I was hoping to get one of those big 20 inchers out here, but not today, I guess.
They was here yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh man. I mean, man, I'm marking thousands of fish down there. It's insane. I'm just about ready to go home and then catch a nice 15, 16 inch trout. Where were you guys fishing yesterday?
What's that?
Where were you fishing yesterday?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Same spot.
Yep.
Like it's still got to be in here.
Oh yeah, they're just finicky today. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today. My GoPros both died and I don't feel like waiting for them to charge up. I could probably stay out here a couple more hours and pick off a few more trout, but I'm pretty happy with what I have, and I can call it a day early and go home and make some dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one.